time you finish this video, the silver inside your smartphone might be more difficult to replace than the hardware itself. We aren't looking at a simple price spike. We are witnessing the tightest physical market on record for the north-south silver arteries. The global supply chain is facing historically rare stress. And for the first time in the modern era, physical access is decoupling from the paper price. The lights are flickering in the global semiconductor circuit, and for the first time in history, the physical metal is simply unavailable for immediate delivery. I am your strategic consultant, while the mainstream media focuses on retail volatility and short squeezes. Our intelligence identifies a structural failure in the global mineral architecture. To understand why silver prices are testing multiple decade highs, you must look at the two nodes where the physical flow is being strangled. Specifically, the Section 232 review issued this month has transformed these logistical friction points into high-stakes global choke points. We are no longer trading a commodity. We are managing a crisis of industrial survival. Node 1. The Port of Manzanillo. This is the kill point for 25% of global silver concentrate. To understand the silver price rise, you have to understand the funnel effect. High-grade ore from the Zacatecas and Durango belts, the most productive silver regions on Earth, must travel down Federal Highway 15D to reach the Pacific coast. However, this artery is now paralyzed by a perfect storm of policy and pressure. First, the 2025 Mexican open-pit mining ban has created a cliff edge for future supply. Investors are realizing that 60% of future Mexican output is now legally impossible to extract. This has triggered a panic among industrial buyers to secure what little remains. Second, the port itself is a victim of its own success. The nearshoring boom has flooded Manzanillo with consumer containers from Asia. Bulk mineral exports, the very silver needed for high-tech GPS, are being deprioritized. The ore is literally stuck in a 3-week backlog on the docks. When the ore doesn't reach the refiner, the silver bar never reaches the exchange. You are watching a systemic stockout in real time. Node 2. The Port of Chongqing. This is not just a port. It is a strategic decoupling mechanism controlled by Costco shipping. For decades, Peruvian silver flowed north, fueling U.S. and European industrial sectors. That era is over. Since its opening, Peru has effectively decoupled from the U.S. West Coast. The math behind the price rise is found here. Transit times from Peru to Shanghai have dropped from 45 days to just 22. The cause of this choke point for Western markets is simple: efficiency. Because of the Section 232 tariff uncertainty, Peruvian miners are rerouting their concentrate to Asian smelters to avoid the administrative friction of the U.S. market. We are witnessing a commodity flight. An estimated 60% of visible silver inventory is now stranded in U.S. warehouses as a strategic hedge, effectively removing that liquidity from the London market. The West isn't just being outbid on price, it is being outmaneuvered on infrastructure. The silver squeeze of Q1 2026 is not a retail frenzy. It is a structural industrial deficit. Approximately $120 billion in annual U.S. semiconductor imports is currently under threat. Silver's role in high-performance GPUs and TOPCon, solar cells, which require 50% more silver than previous models, makes it the conductive bottleneck of the 2026 economy. Under Section 232, the safe harboring of inventory in domestic vaults has created a phantom supply gap. There is silver on paper, but it is physically unavailable to the European and Asian sectors. We are not in a shortage, we are in a stockout. My prediction for the remainder of 2026 and into 2027? Silver will no longer be quoted in dollars. It will be quoted in priority access. The era of just-in-time silver delivery is officially dead. We are moving toward a world where silver is treated as a strategic reserve, managed with the same national security scrutiny as uranium or rare earth elements. If you are waiting for the price to stabilize, you are fundamentally misreading the board. The arteries are closed. The nodes are locked. Stay ahead of the squeeze. Click to subscribe for strategic updates.